Hello and welcome back to another exciting edition of D&D. Everyone wave.
Yay, we're back.
Yeah, but I'm frozen for some reason.
Oh, it's probably left over from what happened before, maybe?
You have to
Just a
deactivate
guess?
or...
All right, which camera is that?
It'll eventually disappear, won't it? Because didn't that happen when Tickles accidentally went poof?
I didn't do it.
Not this time.
Yeah, it just has me.
Which
As
is
you-
weird because you're moving.
Can everybody hear it? Let me see. Let me turn up the volume.
Everyone, quick. Do a
Oh,
thing.
there we go. There's a hard camera reset.
Oh, there we go.
All by myself.
Zale has no head.
Don't
Oh.
say that. It might actually happen.
Don't do that.
All right, there's a way to fix this right here. Let's get rid of this nonsense.
Oh, well, I can hear you on stream, which is good.
Yep. So sorry about that, guys. We internet decided that it needed to say that you're not allowed to have fun.
Stupid internet.
I will
Which,
be
again,
happy.
it was funny because you were just like,
I'll give you a hint.
and then
I
you froze.
leave.
And we're like,
I know, it
What
was like
is
it was epic timing, dude.
Erosion, no!
well,
That-
first we didn't even realize you were frozen. We were just, we thought you were giving us a look like, figure it out. And we're like, well, wait, what's the hint? And then nothing. We're like,
Well,
what's
you know,
the hint?
you know what the funny thing was is the hint is figure it out.
Oh, that's cold.
Like it has something to do with Molly, but he can't tell her what.
Clear your back.
He's like, what I can tell you is it's due to you finally learning to be yourself. A druid.
It's a skill or a spell.
Yes.
I mean, I instantly went Family Guy. Yay, you let me be myself.
Well,
I think
don't think we need to reincarnate him.
I'm like guessing. I'm guessing out of character in my head what it is.
As he shakes his head like, no, it's not to reincarnate. He's not dead.
He's just resting.
while Molly is trying to figure that out, Zale has kind of gradually changed back to her normal self, and she's just holding on to Yith with her face buried in his chest.
I'm trying
Can't
to
see her face, but
Hey, Rojan,
probably a safe bet that she's crying.
Mm-hmm.
since Rose knows, like, I'm presuming like at least one or two druids other than Molly, because she grew up in like a dark forest. Can I get an Arcana check to see if I might have an idea?
No, because it's not arcane.
Oh, so it'd be druidic.
It's druidic.
Gotcha.
You give me religion?
I'll fail a religion check.
Okay.
Sure.
Have I seen anything like this before?
You can give me a religion check as well.
Because I was going to just try to remove curse.
Oh, 18. That's better than what I was expecting.
while this is happening, I'm trying to tourniquet his arm, by the way.
Give me a
Yes,
second
sir.
here. I almost typed in Rose to find Azarin.
Welcome.
So Rose knows it. I just sent it to you in DM.
And which DM?
Discord.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, I have a couple different things.
Okay, so before you say anything though.
Aha.
The only thing I could think of would be greater restoration because I'm under the understanding that he's probably cursed.
Does Molly say that out loud?
No, but that's what she's thinking right now.
By the way, Rojan, for the record, I have shifted my healing spirit on top of us.
Okay.
So
while we're talking, it's just healing us over time.
So Rose is sitting up on the archway and she crosses her legs and she's watching everyone like flounder about trying to figure out what the hell to do. And then she uses her marble. And she actually wait, hold on a second. Do I have that spell?
So anyone who needs it, it's 36 more healing points. Whoever needs to heal.
That's useful.
Yeah, because it's for a full minute, so it's per round.
So Rose is gonna do point to point with Molly. And then she just, you just hear like, Rose in, smugly in your head go,
Don't be smug or she's gonna ignore you.
well, of course she's gonna be smug. it's like, she has flaws. This is when those flaws kick in. She goes, telling me that, do you not have greater restoration? I mean, lichdom is a curse.
She kind of grumbles a little bit. I was getting there. Do you have diamond dust, sassy pants?
Don't you have a small cache of like diamonds?
Yeah, don't you have
They're not diamonds. They're rubies.
You would have you would have it for greater restoration.
Okay.
I always assume that you guys at some point in time bought spell components.
Yeah, this is why Molly needs a what is it called?
A
They have a few
focus.
gems,
A
but not-
focus. Yeah.
yeah.
The focus won't work for anything that costs more than 100 gold pieces.
I know, but there's other stuff she could use it for. Because before she had like holly and mint leaves and shit stuck in her nappy ass hair.
Oh, Rose paid
I
to have that.
mean-
Rose paid to have that mop fixed. So yeah, she
It
knows.
was fixed, and now she has elegant fucking dreadlocks.
I mean,
Elegant as fuck dreadlocks, okay.
I've got a focus and I have removed curse, so
All right. So Molly walks over and she places her hand on Yith. And a soft, like, green light begins to envelop him. As Zale, you can see, like, whatever was, like, moving up behind Yith's, like, back of his jaw, like, try to make a lunge towards the brain, but then just, like, grow still. And then you could just see it begin to flatten out until it's no longer there.
God damn it, Tickles.
Is there any shift in his body temperature, skin color, anything that
He
would?
still looks like hell. I mean, he got his arm chopped off.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
And I
it's
can't
not a
do
good time.
anything.
Welcome to the
for
club.
that for a
He-
while.
Conscious though.
He's asleep. Or in some sort of state of suspension at the moment.
Where's
he-
his arm?
It's over here.
As you could see, like you could see the the opposite end of the stump, like laying on the ground next to this the Hulk, but the rest of it's like jammed into its body.
Molly's
someone
taking
help
a
me get
moment
it
to
out?
try and Molly's helping. She's
Yeah.
like going to yoink it out of there. It's like, this is not yours, sir.
Give me a
Yeah, I'm gonna
strength
try to
check.
help.
Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Do you want individually? Let's see here.
We're gonna tug
Well-
more this shit out.
Woo!
All right, so you pull and it finally slips out.
Ugh.
But as it does it, you notice that like the skin and everything like on that has gone into this thing is now no longer there, and you just see like this skeletal arm.
Aw.
It was eating him.
While
While
this is going on, I'm gonna look up to Zale real quick and say, this is the one that they were trying to turn into a lich, right?
Yes.
Your mate?
Yes.
All right. And at that, I'm going to put my hands on his forehead and on his chest, and I'm going to dump full layer of hands on him so he's not so frail. And
Okay.
He gets 45 HP back.
Okay. And he kind of, like, as that happens, he kind of relaxes in Zale's arms.
I'm gonna just give a bit of a nod to Kaldros in thanks. The bone mask, is it still on him?
Not really. It kind of got knocked off of him as TUES was
Pummeled the fuck out of him.
Yeah, pretty much giving him multiple Estia level concussions.
Contusions.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, while still holding on to him, you're gonna have to fucking kill me if you want me to let go of him. I'm gonna be kind of going over his person and removing any symbols or sigils, anything arcane looking, anything I don't recognize.
I was already doing that
on
before.
him in any way. I'm just throwing it out.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to kind of speaking out, kind of addressing Kata, and I asked, "Is he safe?"
For now.
And as soon as he says that,
he will not be truly safe until you take care of what is trying to manipulate him.
that's what I figured. Our job here is not done.
So even if we take him away, he still has a hold
They'll
on you?
just-
Well-
He's gonna come back for him.
The elder would have his minions scour the world for him.
Yes, I
Where do we
figured.
find him?
Well, I figured that would be the case. I thought ahead, as I try to do. And as she says that, she removes the necklace that has been keeping her safe from prying eyes since we met each other, basically. The necklace of hiding or whatever it is. I didn't actually get a name for it.
Kata kind of just like shakes his head. He already knows where you're at.
I am aware.
But we don't know where he is.
Nobody else needs to know where he's at.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm going to slip the necklace onto Yith. Are you able, Kata, to take him out of the city while we pursue this monster?
I can. I will do you one better, and I will take him home.
Great.
His home, by the way, not mine.
Rojan,
Figured as much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
given my background and what we've been fighting, do I get the sense he might be talking about an elder brain?
Yeah. Give
Okay,
it.
I'll straight up ask him then. Are you talking about an elder brain?
Yes. If... How can I say this? It's my brother's fault.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, this kind of started because of him.
Oh no, it started because of what Zale did previously.
Oh.
As he kind of looks over at like the crumpled Hulk behind him. That poor being back there was the crown prince of Kameraska before Zale assassinated him.
Oh. Why did you assassinate him?
That was probably a jerk.
It was a job, and I was desperate.
and your desperation through the royal family.
Oh no, he froze.
Who
Nope,
froze?
looks good on my end.
Bros.
We're all still moving.
Yeah, who froze?
Quick, everybody do a hand check.
Nope, Zoro froze. There we go.
She's kind of froze.
She's moving now.
No,
You know
Jin's
what?
on her end.
I'm just blaming Shadow Fox because it only ever happens when he's on his computer. There's something about his PC that just doesn't want us to work.
Just takes all the power.
My PC did nothing.
It never did this until you started playing.
What is it?
God.
Raven, gonna need you to build me a new PC. Gonna need to be cheap.
So
trust me,
he looks
we can
over.
do cheap with sexy.
He looks over to the rest of you. It threw the royal family into grief. The king, desperate to see his son walk again, played easily into my brother's hands. And in turn for his help, my brother sold the empire to an elder brain.
Oh, that's smart.
Like, that's not me laughing. That's Rose laughing. It's like she flat out giggling.
And for the past year or so, this nation has been slowly but surely been corrupted from the top down by these things.
Next to suck, Pinky.
Saved?
What?
Can they be saved if we defeat this elder brain?
Not the ones who have been changed, no. That's too late for them. All it would do is cause a power vacuum.
Do you know if there's any that haven't been changed within the city?
Most of the lower class, middle class aren't touched. They're still working their way from the top down, corrupting the more noble families, higher up guards, anything with power. Their entire temple has been overrun.
The ones that have been changed, what happens to them if we get rid of this elder brain?
They would wander, I suppose. No longer tied to their being subservient to an elder brain. They would just do whatever mind flayers would do.
This is a mess that I suppose I'm responsible for. So I will do what I can to help fix it as best as possible. If you can take Yith back home, I would be in your debt. And take this with him. And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the guiding stone and kind of just places it in Yith's hand as she approaches Kata with his sleeping body. It's of no use to me anymore. It will only ever point to him.
Try not to interrupt. What is Rose checking?
Oh, like the circle of like possessed blue like guards. Like,
Oh.
are they
They're not there.
fucking illusions?
It was weird that they never attacked, right?
That's
Out of
it.
character. Very glad that they did not.
I am turning my spyglass into a freaking goggles. I don't care anymore.
Or a monocle.
Or monocle. I'm like, here we go, motherfuckers. We're
It's like-
great.
I can do
All right,
that.
so
And I can do you one better. Because yes, part of this is your fault. The other part lies at the feet of my blood. I can take you directly to it.
Deal.
But this is a one-way ticket. I can get you in. You're going to have to find your own way out.
Known
fair.
where we've been this entire time, and we've had no idea where it is. So, I mean, go big or go home, right?
I
We
wanna
got to
go
finish
home.
this.
I want to go.
Molly, we need to finish this. Ash backhands her. No, no quitting.
As this entire conversation has been going, Caldros stands up and there's some light starting to pour off of him. Rojan, can I tell immediately what Kata is?
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
full
yeah.
out know that he's a fox demon.
Yeah, he doesn't hide it. He's a fox demon.
Yeah, he
But
cut.
He's like-
Does that mean he's evil?
Oh, he's evil.
Oh yeah.
He lawful
Sure.
lawful evil, but evil. But
Alright.
he seems to be on
Oh,
friendly
do
terms
it.
with the group.
We got all kinds of demon friends, man. We got Piper, we got Kata.
Yeah.
This
You
one-
leave my
Caldros-
husband out of
This,
it.
no, this one will get you a beatdown from Molly. Don't do it.
No. Just
And
wait.
Ash.
Just wait. And so he stand up and he says, "So you mean to tell me, demon, that this entire fucking city is full of illithid and necromancers?"
Yes.
Illithid necromancers and things committing multiple acts against all living kind. Yes. If you want a percentage, I would say about 30% of the city right now is illithid.
That's not as bad as I thought. Could have been worse.
Are
Fucking city. That's
there still innocents?
Yes.
70%, bro.
70% of 70% of the city are still who they are supposed to be. As I was saying to Zale, so far they're still working their way through the upper ranks of society.
Cut off the head of the snake, as it were.
But 2 more will grow.
Can you take us to this threat
I can deliver you.
after we have recovered?
That's the first good plan I've heard from anyone in this group. How long have you been with this one?
Like less than 24 hours.
We still don't really know him.
So the
All
group,
you need to know about me right now is
You are
that
grumpy.
I am going to rid this city of these filthy fucking necromancers and these
Whoa.
illithid.
Whoa, okay, that's a little harsh, but okay.
You know what? Out of the 2 that we just met, I like this one. And she goes over and she picks up TUES.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Raven's face is like, whoa.
Cat, please.
Molly, can you give me a strength check for that?
Oh no.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm
Because-
kind of hoping
Picking
for
him
a
up.
1.
No,
I'm kind
because
of hoping for a 1.
No.
okay,
That's
so
just as bad.
so you trying to pick Tyrus up and you're more just like cuddling him at the moment because he's in full
fine.
play.
That's fine. She's literally like, this one doesn't talk much.
He goes, I can do that. But no place here is safe.
I have a question.
I have an answer. Let's see if
Are we in some weird dimension right now?
Why would you ask that?
I don't know. We were in another place and then we came here.
No, this is
Place.
still the same world that you originate from.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna turn
If
and
you'd
say,
like.
well, you seem to be helpful.
I was bound to that one since she was a child.
That is good.
I'll figure that out later.
Long story.
Anyways, can you take us someplace safe so that we can rest?
Yes. I know of a place where you can rest.
I swear to God, if it's Glimmerclaw.
Doesn't have any more of those, does it?
Oh, no. They wouldn't survive there.
It's not the place that you and I had lunch in that one time, is it?
I'm not taking you to the city of brass.
Oh, thank you. I didn't want to say anything at the time.
As he looks over at Kaldor, I was like, that one would literally lose his shit.
You're starting to see cracks of light peek out from, like, actually cracking open the skin beneath the mask.
Like, oh, keep the holy in check there, boy. Pats him on the shoulder.
I swear to God, he jumps Kata, all of us are gonna be like, shing!
There's one place that I know that won't cause too much of a commotion if you arrive there.
We're going to Disney World.
I slowly look at Tickles.
What?
And he kind of like just does a double tap of his walking stick, which now has like very visible Zale teeth marks in it. And a fire gate appears behind him, and like within the wisps of fire you can see what sort of looks like Zale's villa.
Oh, that's right. You do have a villa.
Oh, we're going to the little house. Oh, it's so cute. I remember this.
While Ash is reminiscing about the little house
On the prairie.
I'm standing up with Yith in my arms still and just walking straight for the gate.
I'm going through. I need to see my kids.
Trusting Kata entirely that this is a good place for us.
Before we walk through, is there anything left of the creatures we just fought?
Oh yeah, their bodies are just like in mounds on the ground right now.
I want to investigate their bodies, see if they have anything on them.
They don't.
Okay.
They're literally, one is a construct that's just a bunch of tendrils and muscle like sewn together, and the other one looks like a skinned beholder.
I pickpocket Yith.
I mean,
If
Sure.
you want to lose an arm, sure.
Go ahead and go ahead and give me a sleight
someone
of
else
hand
already
check.
lost an arm today.
Right.
Okay.
Hello.
I mean, I'm literally holding on to him in my arms.
Yep.
I was trying to do while everyone was busy taking care of him.
Why are you stealing
Why?
from him when this is a very serious moment and
don't
you're
know.
stealing?
It's Tickles.
I'm just trying to get rid of any unnecessary things.
By holding on to it for yourself.
Zale doesn't hold much.
I don't know.
So is this versus anything of mine, or do I just see this mouse walk right up to me and reach into his pockets?
Tickles, you just walk right up to him and reach into his pockets, and there's nothing in there.
Dang it.
Oh no, there might be a hand left behind in there in a moment.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, okay.
So are the rest of you walking through to the villa?
Where's the gate at?
Behind Yith. Oh, not behind Yith, but behind Kata.
So Rose goes over. And she peeks at the gate. And she's like, she just reluctantly looks at Kata because you know how she feels about demonic magic.
And he just like shrugs his shoulders. Have I ever double-crossed you before? You've taken care of Molly.
It doesn't mean you won't. And she steps through.
This, and as you step through, you hear him say, "This is true."
I mean, she's
Teaser
not gonna.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I mean, she knows demons. Look out for their own best interests. The second Molly is no longer in his best interest, who's to say we can trust him?
But I'm not anymore.
We don't know.
So
Iris kind of reaches out with a hand and touches the portal.
It doesn't feel hot. It kind of
step through.
Okay, and as you step through, and you're kind of like, there's like a quick pull, and then you're on the other side of it, in this like the center of the villa courtyard.
Rojan.
Huh?
You're gonna hate me for this.
Probably.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, you're probably gonna hate me for this. Now that like Rose is not there to make comments, she just walks up to Kata, gives him the biggest hug, and then there's a moment of hesitation. She takes either side of his face and just kisses him.
Oh no, it's the nose again.
No.
No, it's like a kiss.
Oh shit.
And then she takes a step back and is like, sorry, still practicing, and I trust you.
He gives you like a small smile. Leave it to you to make a demon blush.
Are we all just gonna have like demon boyfriends at this point? Like, what's going on here?
No, she's going after the god of the hunt. Remember?
Yeah, she's going after Forest Thor.
So am I. Okay.
You have husbando.
He saved mine.
Out of character, the second Rose can figure out a way to get rid of him and not piss off, like, the Lord of the Hunt. His days are numbered. I'm just saying it out loud.
Jesus, and I thought all this shit with Yith was complicated.
She's
plotting my future husband's death already.
She said she's willing to share, and that has not been reciprocated. So she now needs to remove the competition.
All right, is everybody going through the portal?
Yeah.
Caldos has waited to be the last one through, and aside from being completely taken aback by seeing Molly kiss a demon,
that raised her. I will fight you.
He doesn't know that.
You will eventually.
Only a slight mention of it just moments ago. He's just gonna really quickly over his shoulder as he's about to step through the portal say, either remain helpful or out of the picture, and we won't have a problem. And he steps through.
As he smiles, as he turns around and walks through it, and he's like, as he goes through with you, the portal shuts behind you, and he's like, I've never had a problem with your order. Let's just say I'm the least demonic demon you will ever meet. And you can thank that one's, I guess, mother for that one.
Kind of my mom, yeah. She raised me. That counts. Yeah, totally my mother.
Druid mom.
We're officially through the portal, right?
Yep.
I use my ring.
All right, and as soon as
Nichols is like, poof.
So as everybody gets through. Okay, go ahead.
I'll say lastly to Kata, I believe in proof by actions.
As you should.
And I'll start to turn away, and then Tickles whatever.
Yep, you see Tickles like hold up her hand, and there's another like fire ring, and you just see her jump through it, and it shuts behind her.
No, before I jump through, I'm like, I'll be back in the morning, or however. Just give me a call.
And then portal opens up, Tickles jumps in, and it shuts behind him. Or behind her.
What?
she's going to see her husband.
She has a little adorable demon rat
I
baby.
don't want it.
Molly even does a little hand thing, like representing the little pattering rat feet.
And is there a hallway? Are there rooms? Are there?
Oh yeah. There
Okay.
are as everyone comes out, multiple ghost attendants begin to come out of the rooms or out of the villa itself.
So are we in the villa? Are we outside the villa?
You're in the courtyard of the villa right now.
Alrighty. So then let's Rose goes, I need a moment. And she like, I'll be back before we need to do what we need to do. And she walks over to like, I know it's like a good hour away from the villa. She goes over to the hill on the edge of the forest where she stupidly spent the night in the ethereal plane. I mean, it was dumb as fuck. Let's be real. And you know, she goes like she's walking over there. When she finally gets there, she calls Kieran out. And she tells Kieran that if he needs to see his family or has any business home, that he should do it. And she tells him, we may die, and I'd rather not see you dead. So if you wish to stay, I will not hold it against you.
And Kata kind of looks at you.
I'm like an hour away from everybody.
Not Kata, Kieran. Kieran looks at you and kind of shakes his head, and he goes back into your arm.
Oh, what a nice loyal
That's
girl.
where all of us together.
So then I'm gonna like do my hour of rest. I need to get my spell slots back there. And then when that's up, I'm gonna head back over to the villa.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to you.
Oh God, damn it!
Aldros is just looking for a room so that he can get away from the madness.
Oh, there's no escaping the madness.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, there's no getting away
The
from it.
entire villa is managed and maintained by ghosts and other undead.
Do I still have the room here that is made from wood from my home?
Yep, everybody has their own rooms still here.
Go into my room.
I'm sorry, this place is manned by undead?
By ghosts.
They're not
Ghosts.
undead. They're just
Well, Azrin said undead.
Molly.
Yeah, you see.
I had to clarify.
You see that
Ghosts
you see that there are ghostly servants about, and you see like walking along the battlements of the villa, there are like ghost knights.
I am so glad you weren't here at the beginning. I would have been fucked so many times over.
And
Phrasing?
Calderos,
I
as,
was-
Not that kind
wasn't
of
saying
phrasing.
it.
Calderos, as you're looking for a room, one of the ghostly attendants leads you down to a vacancy and that opens the door for you.
And if anybody can hear it, all they hear is, I haven't seen such blatant stupidity since, and door slams.
What about Tyrus? What's Tyrus doing?
How dare you?
Tyrus is going to find a nice spot outdoors, which he has not seen in ages, and just sit down.
Is it really ages? I mean, you're technically a construct.
No, he's not. He's not a
No.
construct. Like
Oh.
for all intents and purposes, he's an experiment.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, you were in like a petri dish, like 2 weeks ago.
No,
Nope.
he wasn't.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
he wasn't.
No, it's he isn't like Jazzy that was like created from
the ground up.
yeah.
No, this is a
wait.
mutation and
you're-
genetic experimentation
you're
on
a
actual.
monster
Wait,
mash.
You are a random victim. I was like, here, I'm gonna Frankenstein you while you're still alive. Enjoy.
I thought Jazzy was from the Demir clan.
No,
No.
like Jazzy is literally like some
She
Tommy
is-
Roskin wizards got a weird bug up their ass, and they're like, let's make like the ultimate assassin.
I present to you Double Spider.
Yeah,
No,
let's.
I literally went from that to dungeon to bullshittery.
To now somewhere else.
Somewhere where there's fresh air
And when you
nothing weird.
open up the gates to the villa, off to one side you can see like a forest edge. And like dead ahead of you is just this flat grassland that goes on for about probably a good couple miles, and then it turns into just a very large, expansive desert.
Tyrus is going to walk out into the very next grassland and just lay down.
All right. Molly's going to her room.
Hells yeah.
Ash, what are you doing?
I am going to find Zale real quick and talk to Zale.
Where is Zale?
So I can't remember when we came here for the first time. The ghost butler that I don't remember the name of. Sorry, ghost
Jeeves.
butler.
Ghost Butler.
He gave us a tour. Was there any sort of like infirmary type area in this villa? I don't remember. if
There wasn't
was or
an
not.
infirmary, but you were given pretty much like an apothecary lab.
Okay. Assuming there's somewhere in there to set Yith down comfortably, I'll go there.
Okay, yeah, there are a couple beds in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna lay him in one of the beds,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stay at his side, holding onto his one remaining hand.
Okay. And
What did we do with that arm, by the way?
It got eated.
The guy eat it.
I mean, technically, I still hung on to it just in case.
so about like 5 or 10 minutes pass, and the door to the lab slowly opens, and a ghost butler is guiding Ash into the room.
How is he doing?
Not dead. That's enough for now.
I hope you're not too mad about me cutting off his arm. I felt like I had to with, I mean, what he was doing, it looked pretty bad, and I wanted to prevent whatever was going to happen, and I'm sure it wasn't good.
I believe there was another way, but I won't fault you for acting in the moment. However, if you have any guilt for what you did, you can alleviate that by giving me help, a little help with something.
With what?
I need some salamanders.
I'm sorry, you need what?
I see that smirk, Rojan. You know what's up. Some salamanders.
What are the salamanders for?
Well, I need their blood.
Very little blood.
Yes, well, it's a very little potion. I don't need it this instant. We have far more important things to deal with, but If you wish to help, try to restore him.
Well, if it helps, I was originally going to try to subdue him before he did anything, but then he shoved his arm in there, and I felt like we had seconds to do something. So
You did what
helped.
you felt you had to in the moment. He is here and he is alive, so I cannot hold anyone's actions against them.
Well, it seems so trivial now, but I'm still a little upset about you gambling our lives so easily from before, but
It was not a gamble, Ash.
well, I'm still not happy about it, but I can say I am really happy that this went the way it is, and I know it's not over yet, but this is really weird to say this, but I told you it would work out in the end. You sound a little cocky, but
Well, it's
glad
not
it did.
quite the end yet, is
no,
it?
but he's safe for now. And that's what matters, at least for now.
That thing that I mentioned to you, that I had planned, should he fall. It's not yet, how do I put this? It's still a possibility. See, now that thing that's back in Kamiraska is going to be after him. And I can't have that.
Well, and that's why we're going to go straight to the source first and
Yes.
hopefully prevent that.
When I send Yith home, I'm going to send him home with the axe as well, just in case.
It's probably a good idea.
And then when we go and we face this creature, I will once again be able to fight freely. It'll be a strange feeling. I've felt restrained ever since I lost Yith, but now that he's back, I don't have to hold back.
I'm going to say it must be nice to, I mean, the stakes are still high, but at least you don't have to worry about his well-being in the moment when we face him, you know?
Yes.
Not up as an offering for now.
And as you guys are having a conversation, you feel like a Yith like grasp your hand, and like he's kind of like half awake, staring at you. Oh, hey. Okay, so I had a weird dream.
Bet you did.
Wait, this. Where am I?
I'll look over at Zale and I'll give her a hug, and I'll just kind of start walking away and go, I'll leave you two alone.
Give her a nod as she leaves. Well, I have
Zale.
I have some good news and some bad news.
Zale, I know everything. I just didn't want to say it in front of Ash.
Motherfucker.
Saves me a lot of explaining then.
We don't have enough time in the day for you to explain enough. I'm happy you came for me, but at the same time, I'm extremely frustrated that you did.
I knew you would be,
but you legitimately gambled the future of our people to bring me back.
Yes, I did. And I would do it again. And as the matriarch, Yith, that is my right.
And it's that stubborn bullheadedness of why I love you. But if you think I'm taking the axe back, you're crazy. If you're fighting this thing, you need to fight it as the matriarch. You need to make the statement that nobody, well, pardon my crude language, but fucks with our clan and gets away with it. You are literally taking away a trump card out of your deck. And I don't know why.
Yith, I don't know what this creature is, but every time it was brought up, the looks on the faces of our companions, and even Kata, the sound in his voice, this thing is, it's something else entirely.
It's a giant brain in a jar. A literal brain in a jar.
I've seen some strange stuff, but that's pretty high on the list.
Yeah, so yes, take the axe. Don't worry if you fall in battle and it's lost. It's nothing but a symbol. It's not the first symbol our clan has used to show who the matriarch is, and it won't be the last. If I take it home, they will assume either you have died or you have abandoned us.
I would never do that.
I know this, but the pups back at camp do not.
If you believe it will be of use to me in this fight, then
Not to mention, I only have one arm. I can't carry that thing.
That's probably fair. You know, I tried to get Tickles to hold it once. She couldn't even move it.
That's not surprising. The thing's bigger than Tickles.
Yes, it is.
That weapon's literally a Tickles and a half.
About that, yes. It weighs a little more, I would say, than she does. But if you think it would be useful in the fight against this thing, you know more about it than I do.
Yeah,
then I will take it.
I do. It's better than this, as he like points to like the etchings in your skin.
You know about that too, then.
Let's just say I have had a front row seat to everything you've done since I've been taken.
I was desperate. And if anything ever happened to you, I'd
throw everything away.
I wouldn't have anything left to throw away, Yith.
You do, though. Look at everyone else who has followed you so far. You're more than just a matriarch of a small clan. You literally have a family with you. A rather bloodthirsty and set every town on fire they go through crazy family, but...
And Trigger Happy, don't forget that.
We can't forget Trigger Happy, but it's a family.
It is, isn't it?
You can't just throw everything away for one person. I know that if the roles were reversed, the last thing you would want me to do is go apeshit.
Oh, I wouldn't give you a choice. You would not be allowed to do anything that I have done in the last, what has it been, 4 months?
And how do you think I feel when you let go of reality and just decide, I'm gonna run my head into this wall until it does what I want to do?
Never has really worked out for me, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Although, I do have you back.
Yeah, about that. You let her cut my arm off.
I didn't, it's not so much let.
I was dying. That blow put me on the doorstep.
You know I wasn't going to let that happen, though, Yith. You know
I
wasn't going to.
Hoping. I know you, and I know you go to the ends of the earth. But
and beyond.
I got close.
But you didn't cross that line, and that is what is important.
For once, which I'm happy about.
Yes, believe me, it is not a happy place on the other side.
No, I mean, if you read the stories that they keep talking about, this is the first time you've succeeded.
I guess you would have seen that, wouldn't you, if you were watching?
Yes.
I'm admittedly, what is the saying that the humans use? Waiting for the other foot to drop. I can't believe that we have succeeded for the first time, if we're to believe the stories.
I will warn you, though. Our success so far is going to change everything. This little story that we have been thrown a part of helps shape the next iteration. This world will change. Powers will rise and they will fall. All because the dance has started to become complete.
Well, we'll just have to stick around to see what happens, won't we?
I guess we would.
Which reminds me, actually, she's gonna pull the sack of dirt from her waist and kind of hand it over to him with the grove bulb inside of it. Can you make use of this? It was, well, one of my many backup plans to save you, and, well, you're here. So, don't suppose I need it anymore.
You see him like look in and smile. It's like, of course she would give you this. Yes, we can definitely use this. We can get rid of the mirage.
I'm sorry, what?
With this, we can get rid of the mirage. We can claim it as our own.
I didn't think that was possible.
With this, it is. No longer will Dagger Tree just be some little hole in the ground. But our future, our generations, will now have a vibrant oasis from this seed.
Well, now I have even more of a reason to win this fight, don't I?
Yes, not to mention, I don't really think she was killed by a brain in a jar is any way to finish a matriarch story.
It would be a lot of complicated explaining, and, well, I guess I wouldn't have to worry about it, would I? But we won't have to worry about it, because none of us are going to fall in this fight.
Some of you may.
Well, there's the two new ones. We don't really know them yet.
New teammate rhymes with fodder. Wait, what?
Yeah, cannon fodder. That's what new teammates mean. Cannon fodder.
It's like, I don't know you. Hashtag don't trust you. You go first.
I need to rest.
Yes, you do.
Getting your arm taken off after months of mental trauma as they prepare you to become their next, I don't know what.
And you
It
don't
takes a toll.
need to know what. Because it's over now, Yith, and you can finally rest.
No, it will be over once you crush that brain.
Yes.
Until
your
then,
role is over.
Until then, I am still in danger, and you are in danger, and everyone here is in danger.
I do have a task for you, though.
Okay, but if it's clap, that's a sick joke.
Believe me, I've been there before. I wouldn't make that sort of joke. Just if a raccoon tries to shove a twig in it, let him. Anyway.
I'm sorry, what?
Long story, and we don't have time for it. But when you get back home, when Kata takes you home, I'm going to need you to explain all of this to our people.
By the time you get back, you will see a new dagger tree.
Good. That is what I like to hear. I should... Well, you saw everything, right? You were watching everything.
Yes. Why do you still let Tickles have a gun?
Have you tried to stop her before? Because we have, and she's very dexterous. But if you saw everything, then I assume you saw the conversation with the, what was it? The Death Tyrant, I believe is what it was. Make sure our people are prepared for that. I've already informed your mother about most of that scenario, but it'd be better to have you on hand preparing everyone. Not that I'm expecting an invasion or anything, but know your enemy.
And stop making deals with them.
You know, that's a recurring theme. And I'm starting to believe that perhaps I should listen.
Probably.
I'll consider it. Now, get some rest.
He just like nods and he just like lays his head back and drifts off to sleep.
And I just stay there next to him for however long we're going to be here.
Okay. Ash, where did you go after leaving?
I went to my room and I'm going to pull out my mirror of scrying.
Okay.
And try to look in on Trock.
And as you pull out the mirror and look at it, you get a little creepy view as it shows him and it shows you and you're looking at the mirror and he's standing right behind you.
Call came from inside the house.
So perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, I did the whole like Insidious thing where I'm like trying not to look like, oh god.
If you don't look behind you, it's not real.
That's my motto if that ever happens to me. Like, don't turn around. Don't turn around. This is gonna sound so weird, but there's logic to it. I'm going to look into the mirror and kind of wave a little bit to it, like a little shy wave.
You could just turn around.
And I turn around.
And he's there. Sorry, I was in the middle of hunting with your brother, and Kata just showed up and said I had was it boyfriend duties to attend to.
Oh, please let that run be sent.
You see her start to cry and just give him this big hug, and it's a tight hug.
You could just feel his arm just like wrapping around you, like in like almost a reminiscent of a bear hug. It was I missed you too. What happened? You normally
It's a
don't
long story.
you normally don't cry like this unless something happened.
It's a really long story.
Well,
I'm just happy you're real.
That's weird. Yeah, I'm real. Still.
Well, again, it's a long story, but in a weird, strange dimension for 200 years, I thought I was with you. And I found out that was a lie.
Okay. I want to hear it all. If you can tell it.
I think I want to because I think there's some things we need to talk about.
But we can't talk like this unless we got some food.
It will be a long conversation. Let's go get some food.
Oh no, Yith, or not Yith, but Kata already told one of those suit ghosts to bring us food.
God, that just thinks of everything. I missed him.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna be an ant.
Oh, blink.
What?
Yeah, your brother knocked up your sister-in-law, and you're gonna be an ant.
Okay, well, when you say it like that, it's really creepy because it's my brother.
I have a question. Do the undead, can they make babies?
Yes, they can.
The higher vampires can.
Holy shit, that's awesome. I've seen way too many movies. A lot of zombies.
Only the higher vampires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, I guess we have a lot to talk about. A lot. Okay. Where's that food? I think we need food. Yeah.
Alcohol on the list.
Ed's.
How high does a vampire need to get? About 4 or 5 marijuanas.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
as you say that, like some of the food begins to come in.
Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. And then after a while of us just kind of relaxing and eating some food, Ash just kind of breaks down and tells him everything she went through and how they had this happy, perfect life and they had children and they were just this perfect family. How she felt emotionally when it was all ripped apart from her and how it was fake, but she still clung to it like it was real. She continues to talk about how she messed up. Because of the trauma emotionally, she feels like she may have ruined some friendships or strained them, specifically Rose, and goes on to talk about how she actually is thinking of quitting adventuring in the near future and wants to actually be serious with him to the point of having a family.
Through all of it, he's silent. He just lets you spill everything, but he, like, through the entire thing, he hasn't let go of you. Like, he's just pretty much cradling you in his arms as you're talking. And when you tell him that you want to quit adventuring and to settle down and focus, he kind of gives you like a very toothy smile, a very toothy grin. Like, honestly, that sounds like paradise.
It was paradise.
Oh, let's make that a reality then.
I would like that very much. I want nothing more than to be with you, Tarak, and I want all my friends to be safe. I want them to be happy and find happiness. It's like how I want to be happy with you.
What do I need to do?
Honestly, I just need to start mending some of these relationships that I think I wrecked. And I think I need to give Rose a nice long talk. And I think I need to finish this with Zale first. And then I would like to come home to you. And be together with you forever.
Well, I'm here when you need me. And if you want, I'll keep going with you. Your brother can hunt on his own for a while. Be nice, I don't have to hear baby names constantly. By the way, the man sucks at choosing names.
What is he thinking of?
Regalius.
Okay, that is a terrible name.
Yeah.
I need to be home as soon as possible to help him.
Yeah, you need to help the poor boy. Maybe a good hunter. Not really great at names.
This is very new to him, so he needs help, a lot of help. A lot of help. But do you mean you'd be staying here?
Or going with you.
I'm just so afraid something's going to happen to you.
I tell you what. I can go with you in a different way.
How so?
I'll give you Sally.
You're gonna give me Sally?
Why not?
That would be great. I mean, I love her. That would be great. Is it okay that you part with her?
Well, yeah. It's an axe.
I know, but you love her.
And I love you. Look, one of the things that I was brought up with was when a relationship gets serious between an orc and his mates, they give each other weapons. So why not take Sally and go crush something?
Well, if we are going to exchange weapons, I have a weapon I could give you, if that is to your orc customs.
Sure.
And I'll take out one of my long swords, the one with electricity, and I'll present it to him.
And like when he grabs it and it comes to life, he kind of looks like a kid enthralled with a brand new toy. It's like, oh, it's shiny.
It's very pretty when it lights up. Take good care of it.
He goes, mm-hmm. And then you see him reach into his chest and he pulls Sally out. And then he hands you the giant, the giant two-handed axe with the deer skull mounted above the blades.
I love this axe.
Now, if you need Sally as a ride, just blow into this end and she'll appear.
Catherine, stop it.
Blow to make me go.
Press B to blow.
Yeah, Noobles, the weapon actually resides within him, and so he's able to pull it out when he needs to.
You know what, Fox? I was like, you know what? I do have the curse sword, but I'm not giving that to him. Terrible.
Here,
I
Turok,
thought you cursed. Yeah.
here's a backbiter weapon.
It's
Nothing could go
nothing
wrong.
but literal pain.
It's all
Nothing.
my love for you.
I'm terrified of what's gonna happen ahead, especially since I have so much planned for our future, but can I ask one more favor of you?
You can ask anything.
I hope that she's here. I'm gonna blow my whistle and call Sahara.
And you just hear the door crash as Sahara comes through,
Yes.
and he's like, ugh. Kid, we really got to work on your entrance.
Well, I don't know if this is true or not, since it may have been an illusion, but I think she's a rare breed.
Yeah,
And
she's a blacktail.
That was it. Yeah. So she's royalty, in a sense, among her kind.
And you kind of see his jaw drop. He's like, wait, are you telling me that we've got a queen on our hands? Cup Noobles, thank you for the follow. That is absolutely amazing.
Isn't it? So she needs to be safe. And
Oh.
I will have something else to come home to.
So when you talk about a home, I take it you'd want to be in the forest? Because I've got a nice grove planned out. Enough room to raise a family, Sahara being able to run around, and other animals.
I think that'd be perfect. Because it'd be weird staying with my parents, and your house is already like really tiny, so that'd just be weird.
Yeah, my house is less of a house and more of a tree fort.
Yeah. It would be kind of hard. Well, I look forward to it. I think it would be perfect. I know you would find a beautiful spot. Okay, I lied. I have one more favor to ask.
What's that?
Will you just hold me for the rest of the night?
And he just like scoops you up into like his giant arms and just holds you. And then he begins to sing to you in Orcish.
Which I can understand.
And it's pretty much it's the first like romantic song he sang to you when you two started becoming a little more serious.
Ash gets a little choked up. I'll just try to just fall asleep and calm my mind in his arms.
Oh God, Max is right. Turok hasn't seen Molly since she's become an adult.
Technically, he's seen her first form.
No, he hasn't. He's
I thought he has.
No, the last
he has
time.
not seen her since she got her soul.
That was
yeah.
when Molly was in Ash's body, I think.
Mhm.
When Molly
Yeah, she
woke
was
up
she was
next
an
to him.
adult, or I think Molly was an adult by then.
Mm-mm.
No.
Are you
No,
sure?
no, yeah, she was.
No,
that
she
was
was.
'cause-
She was. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
She hadn't finished maturing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
her-
why I'm saying it was her first form.
her metormorphosis wasn't finished yet.
Yeah.
But it was at the halfway point.
Shadow Fox.
He
That's what I
hasn't
was
seen her
thinking
halfway.
with like the Orcish love song.
Aww. I'm just sad because I took another language and I haven't used it once this entire campaign because no one spoke it. So I'm like, damn it.
That's the romance novel between Ash and Turok. It's called Tuscan Fangs.
The sequel to Tusk Love.
Dice would be so happy.
Smut cow.
Smut cow. Tickles.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
You hop on through.
So I have to ask, why hop on through? Is there like a big pile of like gold underneath me?
Yeah, it's Piper's place, so yeah, you kind of like Scrooge McDuck into a pile of gold.
I was gonna ask, can I Scrooge McDuck? I'm like, I'm home. You can now shower me in love. Where's my kids? And my husband?
And you see all of the kids like a little bit bigger now. Almost, they kind of look about the size of 4-year-olds now.
What?
All like sleeping around, like sleeping in a small pile with one another. As you see Piper in like a very high back chair, just leaning back, like flipping through a book. He kind of looks up at you and he gives you a smile. He's like, "Oh, so you didn't set yourself on fire
Yet.
Please don't. I have a bet with Ophelia that you won't."
I will try not to set myself on fire. So, how are the kids?
Mature.
Enough?
Yes, they went on their first trip today.
Trip as in...
I'm teaching them the tools of the trade. The family business, if you would.
Oh, yay. Proud of that. Hopefully, one of them will take after their mommy dearest.
God damn it, Mags. I need to stop looking at chat when I'm role playing.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Can Ash get a copy of that, please?
Yes.
God damn it. Fuck.
I'm mostly interested in it for the whiskey part, but
Okay. So,
It doesn't have an H in it. Wrong kind of whiskey.
so how big are
a
her
whisk.
kids?
They're about the size of a 4-year-old human.
4-year-old human. Can she pick one up?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Don't pick up the hot one. You'll burn yourself.
They're all hot.
No, there's one that's like super hot.
Yeah, like your child that was emanating a ton of heat. Now you can see that like wisps of fire are coming off, like the end of his fur, and then his tail has like a
It's like a Charizard.
kind of like a live wick on it.
please, if you ever throw that one, say flaming pack tactics.
You're on fire.
Or flame on. Or
Oh, just
something.
throw him at a bunch of powder barrels. It'll be great.
Don't give me ideas.
Might not end well for the child.
Hey, my
Tiny
kids are
puppy, but-
invincible. Kind of.
No. They
They're
may bounce, but they will break.
So she's gonna pick one up, and I don't know which one she holds. One of the first letter R kids, and she'll like go next to Piper, and she's like, so I haven't seen them since they're like somewhat a babyish. So how long have I been gone?
Oh no, that's just how we age.
Oh,
We come into maturity rather fast.
oh, when do they become fully mature?
About a year.
Well then,
About a year they'll be what the humans call teenagers.
oh, those are usually horrid. Sometimes
They
are
can
the demons
be.
horrid? Is that like the terrible twos?
It's like the terrible twos, but they have magic.
Ah, crap. Hopefully they don't get in trouble. Oh wait, never mind.
He kind of looks at. He's like, look at their parents. Of course they're gonna get in trouble.
You got a point. I mean, well, you're more seductively cleverish, and I'm just more rambunctious.
Yeah. So
You know what?
deductively rambunctious.
So they'll try to be sneaky and then go out with a bang. I like that.
Or sneak in with a bang.
I like that even more. So she's going to like recollect what happened. She also tried to mention she tried to visit him and the kids, but something was preventing her, and she got frustrated. So, you know, she also mentioned that this may be the last time she might see him and the kids, but at the same time, you pretty much have my soul. So, yeah, I don't know what will happen. We're finding a giant brain, apparently.
Oh, brain in a jar. Nice.
Yes. And
Do
apparently,
me a favor. If you kill it, can you get me a jar of the brine that it's in? There are so many amazing things you can do with something like that.
if we make it out, you know what? Depending on the situation, I might have to break rule number 1.
What's that?
In case something explodes, we might need a getaway. So I might shove everyone into the portal here.
Oh, well, yeah. If it's life or death, screw rule number 1.
Okay, sounds good. I'll try to bring a brain jar thing.
No,
And
I just need like a mason jar of the brine that it's in.
mason jar. Okay, I'll
Just
try.
don't drink it or touch it.
What happens if I do that?
It dissolves you.
Oh, so it's like acid.
Yeah. It's how they eat.
Really?
It's how they eat.
Ew. That's disgusting. Well then, okay. Also, half the town of Kamirasaka is mind flayers. Not half, about 30% apparently.
Makes sense.
So I don't know if you had someone in Kamirasaka, they may be dead.
Nobody I care about.
Oh.
I mean, like a contact or something. You usually have contacts everywhere.
Yeah, but nobody I care about.
Okay.
I can
Alright.
always get more contacts.
That's true
The only one I care about is you, and you're safe.
for now.
No, you're safe.
Okay, I'm safe. I might need a couple favors if possible. Can
You
use...
married me, so you're allowed to ask for favors.
Yay! And she pecks him on the cheek. Like a kiss, not like hit. So she's gonna be like, do you have a contact in over where my parents are?
Yeah. What parents? We talking your real parents, or we talking
Yes.
Cheeseburger?
Well, both.
Yeah, I've got some contacts over in the far reach. Why?
Have you heard any news over there?
Just the normal comings and goings, you know. The price of your safe return keeps increasing, but that's about it.
Oh, what's it at right now?
Right now, 3.5 million.
Oh, that's not bad. I was hoping to be higher than that.
That's if you're returned alive.
Oh, what's the dead portion?
I don't know.
You can't hear.
It was a joke.
My
Relax.
money sense is tingling.
I'll fake my own death.
You can't say 3.5 million gold and not have somebody roll a perception check.
Right. Oh, it was a joke roll. I get it. It was like my, dead dog roll.
Like Rose and Zale go into the kidnapping business.
Just like the old yeller roll.
Yep, you old yeller.
I bet Rose and Zale would be great in that business.
So, and how's Cheeseburger doing?
Oh, he's not happy.
He was happy when I last spoke with him.
He's not happy that you broke one of his ships.
Oh. It wasn't on purpose.
He didn't put a bounty on your head, but he's gonna have some choice words for you when you see him next.
Did you show him the kids?
Oh no, I didn't talk to him. I
Oh.
just know.
We should really have him visit the kids. He would like that.
Actually, why don't we take the kids to him?
Yeah.
I mean, a giant pirate parrot owlbear kind of stands out in the middle of a civilized city.
Should definitely do that. That would work. You can get there easily right there. I don't have to do any weird crap.
It's called a boat.
Okay, a boat works too. Gotta watch out for Steve though. Crafty little thing. The mechanical.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know you're talking about that Steve and not the Steve in your bag.
No, he's fine. Steve in my bag is fine. Yes. What was I was gonna ask as well? Oh, and the other favorite was while we were in Kamiraska, we kind of figured we were in another dimension that was like tormented our minds. But some of my friends were a little upset, but there's some animals if you can find them to be retrieved.
What?
Yeah, there's like pets. And then apparently we paid for them, and then we didn't pay for them, and then they disappeared. We don't know if they're real or not. But if you like, keep an eye out for them.
Okay.
Yes, apparently there was 2 flaming hyenas. There was what was it called? Kamal Ocelot? Kamal Ocelot?
A Kamosalot.
Yeah, Kamosalot. There was a what the hell is it called? I can't say the name. Something Displacer Beast. And there was also a fairy dragon that was a little upset because it thought it wasn't real or not. And that one can actually talk, so you want to be careful with that one. And he might do some poofy nonsense. I think his name was Loki. Loki.
I see.
Yeah.
And this is all in Kamiraska.
Well, it was in Kamiraska, I believe. Yes.
Interesting. Ophelia, see who we have in Kamiraska right now. Let's see if we can't steal a pet store.
Yes.
That sounds like a line from Leverage. Let's go steal us a pet store.
So she's like,
Very much is.
yeah. So other than that, she's pretty much, she's excited to see her kids, and so she's gonna be very blunt in saying this. She's like, well, since I'm home, I don't know if I'm gonna die, so let's fuck.
Well, I mean, it has been a while. Not in front of the kids, though. Let's go.
Well, of course.
As he like shuts his book and he leads you back to your own little private room.
I mean, with Ashton Rock, I thought it was implied. I didn't have to flat out say it so bluntly.
Pirate, duh.
Yeah, but this tickles.
Yeah, like Fox said, let's be honest, that's 100% on brand for Tickles.
Yep. And they're gonna, brown chicken, brown cow.
All right, so we'll fade to black on that one.
Fade to black.
Tyrus, are you doing anything outside, or are you just laying there, just enjoying the fresh air and being able to be out in the open once again? You're muted.
It's not a stream with Raven unless he's muted.
Considering Tears has probably not seen actual proper daylight in, I'm guessing 6 months, a yearish.
That sounds about right.
This is just pure enjoyment of the fact that there's no weird tanks, no nothing.
It's just open, flat
Open
land.
fields without somebody trying to do something.
if he's out there for so long that it starts to like become night, could I send a ghost butler to go bring him to me, since I don't want to leave Yith's side, so we can chat if he's willing?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, so like as you're just enjoying the day and the night and everything, a ghost knight rides up on horseback, and he looks down at you. So,
Instinctively, the moment I hear it coming, TUES grabs the tower shield and assumes a defensive stance.
and he as he's pulling up, he holds his hand up. He's like, "I mean no harm, sir. The lady of the estate wishes to speak with you."
Do I even know this place is Zales? I don't think so.
They've mentioned it's Zales Villa.
Okay. I look around. If I must, fine.
And he begins to ride. He begins to ride back with you at a slow pace, just keeping with you, almost as if he's watching over you.
TUES is in a constant state of worry as they're heading back.
Okay, and it doesn't take too long because you weren't too far out. And once you get into the villa, you're led up to the apothecary lab where Zale is at with Yith.
Appreciate you making the time to come see me. We haven't really had the opportunity to get acquainted yet. I'm Zale, matriarch of the Dagger Tree Knolls. You were TUES, you said your name is, yes?
I apologize. I'm still getting used to what has been done to me.
What exactly has been done to you?
Well, I was originally human. That was about a year ago.
What changed you?
I was an experiment.
Were you
Completely
in
against my will?
Kameraska this whole time? Were they experimenting on you?
Brooklyn, where the heck was this done anyways?
Yes, you were experimented on in the Kamiraskin Mages College.
I was in Kamiraska, and then when they decided I was a failed experiment, I got thrown in the dungeon that you found me in.
How long were you there exactly?
A while.
And the other one that was with you, was he with you the whole time?
No.
Were you there first?
Yes.
And what do you intend to do from here?
I intend to go back and kill every one of the mages responsible for doing this to me.
Do you know if it was the people of Kameraska, the actual people of Kameraska that did this to you, or the creations, the slaves of this brain creature?
I have no idea. It could be one, it could be both.
I know it may be difficult to believe, but there are still good people in that city, and they need our help.
I only intend to kill the ones responsible for this.
That is fair enough. I certainly am not in any moral standing to dissuade you from that. But if you're intending on going back, will you help us in the battle that's to come?
How much of this does TUES know about? How long has Kamiroska been totally broken now?
About a year at the most.
About a year?
Yeah.
So pretty much no. I have no clue outside of
outside of what you've experienced since you've been out of the dungeon, you really didn't know about.
Okay. Well, if what's currently in control of Kamiroska is responsible, then they will pay.
I'm glad to hear that from you, actually. You seem capable enough on the battlefield, and we will need all the allies we can muster.
Speaking of, I apologize for what was done to your mate, I assume.
Yes.
But it seemed the most efficient way of solving an immediate problem.
I will do my best not to hold it against you. However, I won't say that what I saw you doing is going to leave my memory anytime soon. But perhaps if we stand side by side and face this creature that we're going after, then those memories will seem a little more distant.
If I may ask, what are we going after?
If I'm to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's powerful enough to enslave a, well, very powerful city. But I intend on coming out of there in one piece. I have a lot to come back to now, and if you stand with us with the same intention, then perhaps if you would like a place to settle down or relax afterwards, I can make sure we have room for you in the desert. That's not a threat. Now that I'm thinking about it, room in the desert for you, it sounds bad, perhaps, but I'm from the desert. It's where I live. You can come to Dagger Tree, is what I'm saying. I'm not threatening to kill you.
The snake part of me is amenable to the idea. I can't say I'm terribly comfortable with deserts, but
it's a very welcoming place to beasts like us.
I guess I am now. Why aren't I?
It's not as bad as it may sound.
Still taking some getting used to.
I'm sure there are aspects that you will never get used to, but as someone that has also undergone a change in their life, though not as drastic as yours, I can tell you that you will adjust. And if there's anything that I can do to help that adjustment, just reach out.
I will. In the meantime, do you have any place around here that is within the walls that is not enclosed by a roof?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't spent much time here, but ask any of the spectral people, and I'm sure they can lead you somewhere that's to your liking.
As for questions about the one you found with me, you will have to ask him.
Yes, I'm afraid I may have to. I tried to get some answers a few days ago. A day ago? Time is strange. But he was incapacitated at the time.
Considering the accommodations of that prison, I don't blame him.
Neither do I. Speaking of, if there's any food or drink that you would like, help yourself. I apparently own this place, so you're welcome to it.
Tyrus kind of tilts his head to one side. Apparently own?
It's a bit of a tale. This isn't the only one that I apparently own either. Let's not get into that right now. I prefer not to revisit the object that led us here.
Well, if you need me, I will be around.
Yes, and likewise, I will be here. And she kind of just goes back to tending to the sleeping Yith.
And now Tyrus has a mission of finding one of the servants and finding a outdoors-ish spot to be.
It doesn't take you too long to find one of them, because they're like all rummaging around, like, or not rummaging, but wandering the halls, since there are people at the estate. And one of them does show you to an open garden.
Perfect.
It's like the entire center of it is covered in like these white flowers and everything. There's a couple rocks and hills along with it, but it's open to the moonlight.
Tyrus is going to find a nice, comfortable corner and just prop himself up in it.
Okay. Galderos. Through your praying and through your sending your, like, trying to get the attention of the Raven Queen, giving her the information of what you have personally experienced and what you have learned about the atrocities in Kamiraska. As you are sitting there and you are trying to make contact with her, you look at the mirror inside your room, and your reflection, you notice the eyes go pitch black. And in your head, all you hear is, "In them all, leave none standing. Purge those who would commit such atrocities."
And I'll stand up before the mirror and if there is any aid to be had, it would be appreciated. And then bow my head and
If you are successful, look to the skies for your escape.
Understood. Mistress.
And then you see the eyes of your reflection go back to normal.
and I'll take off my gear and lock the door and go to bed.
All right. Caldros is just like, I am so done with today.
Very much so.
It's like he's like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this shit. And finally, Rose. Wait, no, Molly. Were you doing anything in your room?
Not that I can really think of.
Okay. Not trying to summon Force Thor or anything?
I was totally is, but you know.
Out of character. Rose gonna do that.
Do it.
You leave him alone, you harlot.
Summon the Force God.
No, she's half an app. She doesn't know if she actually wants to because she has no idea what she would say to him other than just stare at the pretty guy.
Hi, you're pretty. That's all I hear from Molly.
No, I just imagine she would summon him. He'd go like, "How can I help you?" And just sit there.
He might be okay with that.
And do it while you're like all played out on your bed. Just sit there.
Actually, you know what? Why don't we switch? I'll just throw you like one of my French gods.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I love Mag so much.
So is Molly going to do anything?
Other than figure out what she would ever say if she saw him again? No, probably not.
Okay.
Coward.
So she's kind of like staring at a tree and just like stammering one-liners at it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
She's practicing. She's practicing.
Like, hey, how's it going?
So you like trees?
Like trees.
So
I had this one guy call me hips. Can you figure out why?
I heard your bites
What's
worse
your
than your
spirit
bark.
animal?
Oh, God.
Too bad Molly's not going to be in the B team. He misses hips.
Oh.
So, Rose, as you are off in that grove, you get a sudden chill that runs down your spine.
Not even out of Kamiroska for like 5 fucking minutes before some motherfucker's trying to end my life again.
You have done well so far, my child.
Oh, that chill. She like prostrates.
You need not watch your back anymore. Far Assault, thank you for that raid. Raiders, welcome on in. How was your raid tonight? What were you guys streaming? Or how's your stream tonight? Not how was your raid tonight. I'm tired. Trying to see if I can find her.
You have a token for her?
I have a token for her. I need to find what her name was.
Sawstrasse.
No, it's not what it shows in here. It's is this one? Yes. So once it pulls up on here, if it will pull up on here. Try this again. She's just a super tiny. All right, I'm going to pull up a map for you guys so you can see what she looks like here. So this is that's who Rose serves.
Pretty as fuck.
That is the Night Queen. And Rose, as you hear her voice, you turn to see her standing about 10 feet from you.
Rose, like, my lady, you should not leave the shadow for someone as lowly as me.
Oh, nonsense. I've come to deliver the tidings myself. Those who have an issue against you may not move against you. I have sought peace with them. But in seeking this peace, in order for you to be recognized as speaker, you're going to need to complete a test.
It's like, you have my soul and my undying loyalty. There's nothing I would not do for you.
I am happy about that. You are loyal. But I am not, you are not, I'm losing my words. But you are not only loyal to me. There is another whose affection you seek.
Sadly, she pines for another.
Indeed. And yet it does not stop you. It distracts you at times, makes you foolish. I am sorry to say that this test will pit your loyalty of me, or loyalty towards me, against her.
There is no competition.
I'm glad. In 1 week's time, it'll be a full moon. When the moon is at its highest, you must pierce her with this. And she hands you like a solid black arrow.
Must she die?
It will only do as much damage as much damage as the feelings you have for her. Pierce her with this arrow, and your seat at court is all but guaranteed. your loyalty to me and to the Fey courts will be proven. God damn it, Fox.
If it's your will, then it shall be done.
Choose her over me, and you will be cast out. Not even your family will take you in.
I understand. I am yours to wield.
Very well. Then I shall see you within a week's time. And with that, she just fades back into the darkness, and like the shadows part ways from her until she is nothing but vapor.
Rose.
Oh boy.
Rose sadly puts it in her bag of holding.
Okay.
And she's going to, and she's just gonna sit there, and it's not so much contemplate. She's basically trying to. It's a crisis between, she's like her being is willingly given to the Night Queen, but she willingly is giving her heart to Ash.
I can't. It's like airman.
Give me a second.
It's like, I want this. Can touch? Can
Cat, you're being a mood killer.
The mood killer on your off time. Okay.
I wasn't even looking. I was looking at my screen.
Oh, you goofy cat.
She is such a butt.
She's going to pull out her map that marks all the Shadow Road entries. And she's gonna find she wants to find an entry close to where she is and one close to where Zale's little tiny house is.
So you're looking just for like a shadow road from where you're at to where Zale's.
Yeah, she wants, like, she's heading back, but she needs some comfort, and she wants to be home.
Okay.
As close to home as she can be as she heads back.
All right, and you're able to open a gate to the road from where you're standing, and it will take you down south back towards Zale's estate. It's something that kind of like runs at like a zigzag through the estate and then down into the Mirage.
Oh, so I actually see the road goes into the Mirage.
Yes.
That's good to know. So she'll step out of the Shadow Gate. She's not going to be sneaky about it. And she finds one of the spectral butlers, and she asks if her room is still made.
Oh yes, ma'am. We have kept the rooms up to date to your liking.
Thank you. do me a favor when Ashton is done resting. Inform her that I need to speak with her.
Indeed. And what of Sir Turok? Would you need to speak to him as well?
Is he here?
Yes, Kata brought him.
I have no business with him.
Very well.
Seeing him will just worsen my mood.
Very well. Then I will tell her as soon as I see her.
Thank you. I need a bottle of whiskey. Brought to my room.
Your room bar has been fully stocked.
Thank you. And she goes to her room and she calls out Kieran, her drinking buddy. And she pours him like a shot, which is pretty much just like a giant thing for him. And, you know,
He just downs it.
yep. And then Rose is basically she's not gonna get wasted, but she is going to get a really hard buzz on.
Okay. Definitely do that. So
And, that's what she's doing for the rest of the night.
all right. So the night passes. Some of you spending it in the arms of loved ones. Others drinking the night away.
And others in the arm of their loved one.
Yes.
Ah.
But
As
wherever
Ash takes his skeletal arm and goes over
It's
her knee.
funny because it's true.
So no matter where your characters are at, everyone gets finally a restful sleep since what feels like years to you.
Ew.
It doesn't feel like there's an overbearing shadow over you. Your minds are free of any haunting voices or any illusions that were preying on your mind. And everyone just drifts comfortably asleep. And when everyone wakes up in the morning, something feels off.
Of course.
And when you come out into the courtyard, you can see Kata kind of crumpled on the ground with a pool of blood underneath him.
Shit.
Molly is on that like a chihuahua on a squeak toy.
And Molly, when you get next to him, you see there's a note that's been pinned to him. It says, "Stay away." And it's signed Atak.
Fuck, is that his brother?
That is his
Yep.
brother.
Oh shit.
That asshole.
And that's where we're going to leave off for tonight.
I was gonna say, do we recognize the handwriting? Check a pulse.
Nope, she's all over that. She's literally holding him like,
Well, I mean,
no.
Well, if
he's
I
a
remember
good-
right, isn't higher demons like if their body's destroyed in the
They
material
just
plane?
they
Don't
go
just
back to the
Yeah,
abyss.
they
Yeah.
just go back home.
So
I know,
technically,
but
it's
still.
okay.
I know, but it is a
Technically.
visual Molly did not need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
it-
gesture that was bullshit.
Yeah, it's more of a threat to you than it is an actual danger to him, because he just goes back to the abyss and like regenerates and he comes back.
That
Hey.
fucker.
Pickles isn't there. She's still.
We know. We don't need. We know.
No. I wasn't trying to do the most,
No,
we're
no,
fucking thing.
we got it.
It's more of she's not there, you guys are, type of deal.
But yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in as these people just keep letting me torture them mentally. I don't know
shit,
why.
Look at us going 5 hours. Look at us.
Oh Jesus, we've gone 5 hours. I've lost track of time.
Whoops.
We had emotional shit to deal with.
It was an intense session today.
Yeah.
Did it, chat?
Shit went down.
I'm surprised that went better than it could have.
It almost didn't.
Yeah.
That first D20 that I rolled was only a 10. If I had failed that death saving throw, that crit would have killed Kata. Not Kata, but Yith. And would have been doing something completely different right now.
Oh, we took the best. I have to ask this because of your face. When she got that crit on his arm,
Oh my god, I felt horrible.
did it fuck up some of your plans?
No, it almost, because that gave him 2 failed death saving throws.
It did. It did.
He only would have gotten one.
That 10 that he rolled was his success. And then that crit against him was 2 fails.
Yeah.
If he would have failed the last one, he would have turned.
Yeah.
And then we all know what happens with, plan D.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to crit on him.
I'm more
Goddamn
of a plan
nice.
T kind of guy, so.
That would have been awesome against the thing, but
Thankfully that's not the case.
no.
This is why you go in with like a dozen backup plans.
Yep.
How do you back that one up?
And I was ready to like vampire the thing out of his neck face thing.
I'm actually happy neither of you hit that, because then you would have been infected.
I figured that was the case, which is why I deliberately went for biting that entire chunk of flesh out.
So you could just spit it out?
Zale would 100% take that upon herself if it meant freeing him. I mean, as a player, I'm glad it didn't come to that. But as a character, she'd have done it.
I was going for the whole scrape and scoop method. Well, you have a bigger jaw, so
Yeah. I did get one bite in. Unfortunately, I just kind of missed. So
no,
I might
that's a
have
good
some
thing, I
explaining
guess.
to do when he discovers that scar.
Hey, you ate him out pretty good.
Evie, get off the screen.
No, I live here now. Meow.
In the arm of an owl with one limb.
Okay,
What
with
was
that,
Wait,
with that,
was it his left arm or his right
let's
arm?
go ahead and do.
Oh god!
Why does it matter which arm?
Well, because it was my left arm. So, you know.
Oh, you want to
You
match?
complete each
Yeah.
other.
Considering where he was
Give me a
standing,
second.
that's probably a right arm.
I was thinking
Yeah,
right
I would
arm
agree.
as well. Because it was kind of
He's
two
facing
Is
this
he
way,
different.
right
he's
arm
choose right.
dominant?
I mean,
Isn't
not
he
anymore.
So he should have been left-handed then. Buddies.
She is such a butt. She's trying to climb the screen to get out of the room. She's not fixed yet.
Oh lordy.
Not to mention we have coyotes running about.
Gonna hate her life once she gets fixed.
Anyway, so
Oh man.
that is us. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everyone. Currently we have 2 shows on here right now. On Mondays we got our Dragon Age game of Blood on the Gray, and then on Tuesdays you have us here on Destiny Forged, which is our 5th edition D&D homebrew campaign. Currently
Awesome.
we're looking to fire up more shows. We're looking for more DMs and players. Announcement for that should be coming out in the following week, so keep an eye out on that. But as we are heading out here, Azarin, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
Fuck me, dude.
I don't think that's what you do on the internet.
I think that breaks TOS.
Well, at least not on Twitch, you know.
I'm Azrin. And I'm about to do maybe some horrible shit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm ruminating. I'm debating in my brain whether or not how I want to take this RP now, because it'll drastically change my character if I go a certain route, because things are gonna happen. So we'll see. Oh God, all the fucking choices.
He thinks that may have been why the DM did this.
Bastard. I was like thinking, it's like, oh, it's like, of all the things. But yeah, I am a variety streamer who mostly plays Gunsmoke RP and hangs out with these crazy people on Tuesdays. Apparently, I'm an affiliate now, and I didn't think that was going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, I'm an affiliate. So all my plans for slowly bringing my channel back to life got tossed out the window, and now I'm in crunch mode. So yeah, look for like some rebranding stuff happening in that portion of the interwebs.
No longer be the demon.
I would always be the demon, the digital underlord forever.
Mags, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am nothing but trouble. I am Hybrid Magpie. I am a creative caster on Twitch. I do a lot of artwork, like my little drawing of like Molly. I did her, and I do emotes, overlays, channel art. Gaming concept. I mostly have just been streaming Arc Gunsmoke RP. Unfortunately, I got poor Azrin hooked on that. My apologies, dear sir. That's me in a nutshell. If I'm not role playing, I'm doing art.
Shadow Fox, who are you and what are you doing on the internet?
I'm not sure anymore. No, every time I think I come up with a schedule, something changes, and yeah, it gets thrown up in the air. But variety caster, the only time I'm consistently on right now is Mondays and Tuesdays here with these people, playing some awesome tabletop RPGs. And other than that, when I am on my own channel playing games, right now I'm playing through God of War on PS4. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks, Yanta.
Zorro, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am Zorro from A3. I am a variety caster / creative streamer on the Twitches. Kind of like Shadow Fox, our schedules keep being all over the place. Every time I try to stay consistent, something always comes up. So hoping to have a schedule soon that I can stay consistent on. But when I do stream, it's a lot of story heavy based games, a lot of Dead by Daylight, trying to incorporate Final Fantasy 14 on Fridays. Doing a lot of arts, whether it's character art, commissions, doing Twitch emotes and badges and all that good stuff in between. I am here Mondays and Tuesdays with these lovely people, getting emotionally wrecked over by our wonderful DM. Otherwise, if you just want to keep up with what's going on, I'm just always on the Twitters.
Raven, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am Ravenslark. I once upon a time was a variety caster here on Twitch. Now I just play like literally 3 games. Live here Monday and Tuesday with these amazing people on my own channel. 7:30 p.m. Central. Wednesdays is Final Fantasy and Destiny. Thursday is Final Fantasy and Destiny, and then Friday is Borderlands with my moderators, and then Saturday I comatose for about 12 hours. So
HB Fox, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am HB Fox, and I actually don't do too much on the internet lately. I've been busy building a house or cabin out in the woods, middle of nowhere. But I do want to take this time to say thank you once again to Roll20 for sponsoring this stream. We are super happy to have them on board with us. We've been using the platform literally since the start of this channel, day one, and it has enabled us to play all of these amazing games. And I don't have enough words, especially at this hour, to adequately say how yes, I am Canadian, actually. Now I've been derailed. I wanted to talk about the character vault that Roll20 has. I've been kind of diving into a lot of the things that they offer lately, getting ready for something super fun and exciting in December. And I took a deeper look at the character vault that they have available. And I believe it's available to all accounts, not just pro accounts. And what that enables you to do is essentially take a character from one game and store it in that vault. So you can then export it to any of the other games that you're in, as long as the DM of that game has enabled exporting from the character vault. And I didn't realize it, but I have my very first D&D character ever stored in my character vault. I was so surprised to see them sitting there. Poor little level 1 tiefling ranger stuck in the Underdark. There she will remain forever. But it's a really neat system. If you're somebody that tends to make a lot of characters, so it enables you to have them at the ready for any of your games. So I highly recommend utilizing that free tool that Roll20 has.
Hey, don't judge me that I have like 30 characters, okay?
There's no
Don't
judging.
Judge me.
It's just, you know,
I have a lot of
you'll have a
ideas,
full
okay?
vault. That's all.
There are two
I
things.
would.
There are two things Zoro collects: characters and potions.
And I didn't have to use any because the fight went better than expected. But I was ready to use my arsenal, darn it.
That fight went so much better than I expected it to.
Just
possibly
Now I need it for next fight.
before we fight the big brain, give me some of those potions so I can refine them for you.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah,
He's
before I
trying to
get
tell you
sucked
they're
into
not
another
good
portal, let's
enough.
do it.
Yours might need 1 or 2.
Yeah, before I get sucked
5.
away again, let's do it.
Tickles. No, Tickles. Groudon.
Saving the best for last, eh?
Who are you and what do you do on the internet?
Yes. I'm just kidding.
Been
I'm
hanging out
actually
with me too long.
right. I was actually kind of glad that HP Fox actually mentioned the sponsor, because I was about to say, and now a word from our sponsor, HP Fox. Go. I was legit gonna do that to you.
I don't work well on the spot.
Too late now. I am Master Groudon. I am apparently everyone's favorite mouse, mice, rat, meese, smut cow. She'll be returning soon. And I don't know anymore. Other than she's a pirate, and you know she loves her kids and her friends and her husband. And when shit hits the fan and something happens to him, he's gonna all hell will break loose. You ever seen a mother's fury? Yeah, that's a mother's fury. But we'll get to that sometime down the road. I'm a variety caster. I do a lot of things. Lots of Destiny 2, doing the weeklies and the raids and stuff like that. Couple days I will be once I have time and away from doing a lot of doubles at work, I will be delving into Outer Worlds. Be doing that. It's gonna be fun. It's like originally creators of Fallout New Vegas and 1 and 2, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. And other than that, I got a new monitor today, so I'm running 3 monitors. It's great. Hold on just a moment. All right. And other than that, we're good. It's fun. It's awesome.
And I am Rojan Quest. You can catch me here every Monday and Tuesday night DMing for these wonderful people, as well as on my own channel every Wednesday through Sunday, playing I want to say a variety of games, but it's mostly been Sea of Thieves for about the past week, and they'll probably continue to be Sea of Thieves until Friday when we jump into Outer Worlds and I start having adventures in Space New Vegas. and that's probably gonna be streamed for a couple 100 hours because I've put way too many hours in New Vegas. I'm gonna put way too many hours in Outer Worlds. But no matter what I'm playing, I'm raising money for Extra Life and the Lauren Small Children's Center. Is Ogren snoring?
He's right here.
Maybe?
I could have swore I heard him snoring.
He's a pug. Every time he breathes, he snores.
has a stuffy nose, okay? It's winter.
Yeah,
and
same here.
It's stuffy, okay?
You need to put that dog down, see? I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I
Savage.
will come at you.
He has
Oh.
a stuffy nose. This
does
is
have a stuffy
true,
nose.
but he's also been
More than normal.
He's almost as badly experimented on by the human race as TUES is, and that is why he got that nose. Yes, that's why he makes this.
Wow, take a low knee to Tyrus's nether regions. All right.
He's not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Just less interbreeding.
But that is
Wait.
gonna do it for us tonight, guys.
He doesn't have a penis?
Thank you so much. We're not gonna end on that note.
What?
Thank you so much for watching
man.
tonight. Tomorrow we will have reruns.
Reruns. It's
All
rerun
the-
day tomorrow.
Rerun day is Wednesday is our rerun day. We will be playing past episodes of Blood on the Gray and Destiny Forged, making sure that everybody is caught up. And we will see you guys here on Monday for when Destiny Forge, not Destiny Forge, but Blood on the Gray kicks off once again. And we see if everyone, or if we'd see if our group of dysfunctional adventurers can maybe save A1 hero of Ferelden.
I would like to. Me as the player would like to.
We're gonna be lucky to get like 20 feet down the road without being attacked. Let's be honest.
Or
Well, if
attacking
someone
one
would stop
another.
sitting in a chair getting a tattoo,
This is the safest I have ever been. I'm staying here.
that is very true.
We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.